Hello YouTube, UK4221 here. Welcome back to my King's Quest playthrough. Welcome back to part 2. Where we left off, we were about to pick up this bow here. And something I really don't like about, specifically this King's Quest. Specifically this scene right here. And you'll see why. Look at this man. He's clearly mournful. What does that hand symbol mean? Should I remember this? Yes. Yes, you should. Think about it. Let it fester in your brain. Let it seed. Let it simmer. Let it cook. Comedy! Surely no one will notice I just had an emotional moment. Cause I know I didn't. Look at all these mattresses. If only something like this would get explained.
The mirror called out to me.
Hey, Graham! That's the voice I use for the dragon, isn't it? It should probably be something like... King Graham! Not a king yet, I'm a knight. Don't worry about it, I see the future.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Okay. Well, as you can see here, simple puzzle. This moves it from left to right. So you want to bring the meat to the left side to attract the dragon away from the mirror by ringing this bell, which is his dinner bell. Or food bell, I guess. Not every meal is dinner. I'm a dragon. Time for food! Where's my food? Yay! Now quickly, while he's distracted while eating, I hit this button. That thing brings the thing up. I climb up here. I step on the meat goes on the thingy, and it drops me right back through the mirror. Puzzle solved. Man, that's a big ass dragon. I hope it doesn't notice that I'm here. I hope I don't take my time while picking this up either. Oh, wait a minute. I'm King Graham. I get distracted by literally everything. Time to run. Fire! Fire! Get me the fuck out of here. Run, 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 run!
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
I thought it would give me a fun, that's why I tried to die there. Anyways, run, 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 run! If you actually stand still back there, the dragon like clips through you, which is a little glitch that happens here. Alright, now here comes some of the more fun parts of this game, the action sequences. Alright, so that bed's gonna kill me, so I have to aim at the rope and fire before it does. Look at this water. I can't imagine that somebody actually drew each and every single little thing here. I have no idea why these videos are coming up with so bad quality when Shadowplay is showing me like 60 frames per second, like coming out perfectly. I have no idea. But at least the voice comes out good, and I think that'll be good enough. So I'm happy with how it's coming out. Seriously, make sure when you're playing this part of the game to definitely pay attention to your surroundings, because as far as I know, they're not letting you back in here. Again, I don't know, chapter 2 through 5 will let you back in here, but just look how gorgeous this place is. Just be captivated for a little bit. Enjoy. Smell the roses. Whatever. Alright, now this one is a little hard, so I'm gonna metagame and already aim it. Fuck! Yep.
I guess you could say that river swept me off my feet.
Did I say it in this playthrough? I don't know. I actually haven't died legitly. Like I've only died when trying to die, and that was the first time I died. Well, I'm not trying to die. Look at that. I'm so badass. Like I knew where my hat was gonna fall. Hey, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Dragon Christ? Well, time to run. I hope you remembered where the pattern of how those mattresses were up in the air. Because I know I did. So you have a good window here, so if you decide to let go of your analog stick or run into a couple of beds, you'll be fine. Oh, I say analog stick. I'm playing on the PC, but I'm using a gamepad.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Yep, yep. Look at that sun. Okay, so right around here is when we get to make the choice.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Now, I've played Compassion, releasing the dragon, freeing him, Wit, distracting the dragon, but now it is time to check the Bravery outcome. I believe he is dead. I am not entirely sure. Swagger. You're not controlling this part, it's a cutscene. This is actually a rather long cutscene, so enjoy. I'll let you know the differences between the other choices.
I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part.
What a bitch!
Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there's so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim. Sewn into the seams are many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
What a
Tell me
cute.
everything. Where can I learn to shoot like that?
A good mentor and practice. This wasn't the first time I went eye to eye with that hideous beast. And while that shot
Hey, look.
was certainly in self-defense,
Somebody turned on Clash of
that
Clans.
arrow was a bit
What a douchebag.
I'm afraid, but let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more scary.
Dragons don't scare me, even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that dragon, I'll finish him off for you. And I'll be known throughout Daventry as Gwendolyn the Brave.
That's quite a bold plan. One that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
I suppose that answered our question. The dragon is not dead.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Okay, so
Need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
yay, references to other King's Quest! Hooray! Alright, now this scene is definitely very different from the other choices. First, I'm going to describe very quickly, I'll pause right here. Very quickly, I will describe the differences in the previous scene. Now, if you choose Compassion and Free the Dragon, she asks you why you free the dragon, and you say, I realized that it was just a cage animal, and I'd be pretty mad too. If you choose wit and distract it by ringing the bell to so it could go get food, you realize that it was just hungry, and that you'd be mad if you could only eat when your owner rang the bell and then your owner left you. So yeah, but in this one, as you can see, he straight up was all like, yeah, this was for vengeance, fuck this dragon. And the little girl reacts differently depending on what she chooses. Like in this scene, you'll get to see how she acts when you choose bravery. She always puts on this hood, but what she does next is all upon that choice you made. Actually, haven't seen this myself, so this is gonna be interesting. Alright, she grabbed the pillow. God damn! What a champion! Nailed him! There it is, Cousin Gart.
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes. The legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before, or if he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and
What
I'll
a
make sure you
prick.
have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
More like a
I had
prude.
no idea we were
No wait,
hosting a
not
junior
prude, it's not the
tournament.
right word.
That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope.
Spoiled.
No junior tournament.
Spoiled, that's
I'll
the
be
thing.
squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
No, not... Look, I'm looking for the word that's like... Yeah, I'm rich and I act like I'm a rich guy, ho ho! That kind of thing. I don't know. I don't remember the word.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Okay, so, quick differences between that previous scene is, okay, so if you choose compassion, she opens the door and says you're free, and then, you know, hug. That's it. If you choose wit, she hides behind the door, rings the bell, then he busts open the door, and he's like, where'd you go? And then you hit him from behind, and he's on the floor, and you help him up, and you give the hug, and then you do that whole speech. The whole speech is always the same. It's just the little action-y parts. Alright.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
You always want to go with the one that you're trying to do, so if you're trying to do compassion, act of kindness. If you're trying to do wit, a quick-witted distraction. And if you're trying to do bravery...
Precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
And we'll hear this story next time. Thanks for watching. This is Ukir4321, signing off.